victory was powered by some great performance, including Artemis Benu, 20.7 rebounds. She had 3 assists but 9 turnovers, so that's one thing she's got to work on.
Yeah, Artie gets frustrated, and she's still only a sophomore. She's still 18 years old. She was 17 last year. She hasn't even turned 19 yet, so we're working with her on that. We're working with her, keeping her frustration down, and she gets a couple bad calls. A couple of those travel calls, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to tell her that, but they weren't travels. I mean, they just called that real tight tonight, and especially when she was just catching and shooting. I mean, she's just catching the ball on a 1-2 hop, and that's what you see everybody do. And for some reason, they were calling it a travel. So they tested her frustration there, but she had 20 and 7, along with the 9 turnovers. But she did put the ball in the hole for us, and that's what we needed. We needed her to score, and she did. So 9 turnovers is a lot, but I'll say she had about 6, and we got to work on it.
How about Kelly Hartwell tonight? 9 points, 9 rebounds coming off the bench. She also had an assist and 2 block shots.
She was great off the bench. 7 rebounds, and then that big jump ball down there getting on the floor. I can't stress how much that was to us. We had the possession. That ball's on the floor, and she didn't even hesitate to get on the floor and go after it. She's about 130. 5'9", about 130, and she's on the floor going like a maniac. She's a lineman in a pile. So we got her mind in the right place today, and hopefully we can continue with that because we need this bench support. We need Kelly Hartwell to come in there and give us that kind of boost because we haven't been getting that.
Roman DeSex got the start at the point guard spot today, but Bree Ty came off the bench, scored 14 points, had a pair of rebounds, was even in the assist to turnover, but had 2 big steals.
Yeah, Bree again, she didn't start, and she had 4 fouls. She pressures the ball out. I think some of the calls again, were really tight with the hand checking. I mean, one day you get away with putting a little hand on somebody, and the other day they call you as soon as you touch them with a fingernail. I mean, 2 of her fouls I thought were really bad, but again, she's got to understand that we got to keep her on the floor. And Roman came in the starting role tonight. She handled it pretty well for a freshman, I thought. She controlled the offense pretty well. She only had 2 turnovers in 18 minutes for a freshman against an athletic point guard like 10 was. I got to give it to her. She did well. And, Bree responded coming off the bench tonight and, had that big shot, off the ball screen there at the free throw line. I kept telling her, shoot the ball off the dribble, pull up. She kept going into the lane, wanting to finger roll it. She was driving us nuts. And then finally she listened. She pulled up and hit that big shot for us. So she became a big player tonight on that. So hopefully she'll continue in that direction because, she's her own worst enemy.
We're joined here by Colonial Associate Head Coach Charlie Buscaglia as Robert Morris defeats Elon 69-65. Colonial's improving to 4-1 on the season here in 2011. Coach, tomorrow you take on Delaware State. We saw them play earlier today here against East Carolina, and they're no pushover.
No, they're a tough team. I mean, I was really surprised. They lost their leading scorer during the game. They lost their second leading scorer during the game, and it was like, they didn't even miss a beat. They kept battling to the stretch, and it's not easy going into a road game like this in a tournament, playing the host school who's a good team and taking them down to the wire like that. So they showed me a lot today just because they were so tough. I mean, you lose your leading scorer, then you lose your second leading scorer. Most teams are going to fold, and they didn't fold at all today. So I'm very concerned about Delaware State. They do a good job, coach very well. They have a great history over the last 5-6 years of being a tough team, and they definitely scared us today. So we have a lot of work to do, a lot of film to watch tonight.
Coach, congratulations on your 4th victory of the season.
Thank you a lot.
Absolutely, and again, Robert.